Good nacht, good nacht. Ik freue mich sehr, diesen Award zu erhalten und meinen neuen Film Prisoners vorzustellen. That's it. That's all I can say. Been nervous about that all day. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, in particular to Carl and to Nadia from the Zurich Film Festival. Having me here, receiving this award is incredibly humbling and a great honour and a great thrill. It means a lot to me. Thank you so much for your kind words. I was blushing a little bit up there. Thank you. I know I paid you money, but I owe you more. So really, you can write me a check. Yeah, done. Whatever. Okay. But really, I'm so thrilled to be here. And I'm just going to say, the fans in this town are incredible. I just want to thank all the fans who are outside who couldn't get in, for those who are here. It's a great joy for us actors to actually get to see our fans because we do our job in isolation, so it really means the world to us. But thank you very much to the festival. Tonight, I have to thank everyone at Warner Brothers and Alcon who made it possible for me to for us to bring this film. Prisoners. I want to thank the producer, Kira Davis, who is here. I want to thank my fellow actress, the incredible one and only Melissa Leo. Please give her a round of applause. Melissa is truly a one in a million, trust me. You are so blessed to have her on the jury for this year's festival. You're blessed, and I can promise you one thing, you will get complete honesty. Yeah, that's her laughing. 100% honesty. I also want to thank one man in particular here tonight, because getting an award like this, and by the way, I do hope you don't mind, I do plan on working a little bit longer if that's okay. I kind of started late in this business, I wouldn't mind finishing later if that's all right. And I had the chance on some of those films you saw to work with Tom Hooper, Bryan Singer, Woody Allen, Darren Aronofsky, Jim Mangold, some amazing, Chris Nolan, and I've been around enough good directors to be able to learn a lot and also to know when I see a great director. And the director I worked with on Prisoners, Denis Villeneuve, is truly a master. And I'm so thrilled to be in his first English language film. You're going to see it tonight, and if you could please join me in thanking and congratulating Denis Villeneuve. I know Denise thinking, please make it quick because we've got our film to show tonight. And but I just have one more thing to say. I know in this situation, often people might say thank you and it means a lot to me to be here, but I can go further than that because I can say not only in Switzerland am I happy to be here, but I owe a lot to Switzerland. In fact, I owe everything to Switzerland. I owe my entire career. In fact, I owe my entire life, and I'm not exaggerating. Because at about 1960, my father met my mother in Interlaken at a resort. Yeah. It was another era, I'm pretty sure, that took a few months to kind of get things going. However, if it wasn't for Switzerland, my father, who was a ski instructor by day, a dance instructor by night, he spoke 4 languages. That's why I had to speak some German, so my dad would be proud of me, even though he would have said I did a bad job of it. And he swept my 19-year-old mother off her feet, so if it wasn't up for Switzerland, I literally would not be here at all. So thank you, Switzerland. Thank you very much. Thank you. Have a great time at the Night Film Festival. Enjoy it, Melissa. Thank you so much. It really means a lot to me. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Because you've already been talking about your fellow friends who came all the way to Zurich. Thank you to Switzerland that your parents met in Interlaken.
Trust me, I'm very grateful.
Oh.
I did.
Have you ever been there and checked out the place?
I did a pilgrimage when I was 18.
Scary place?
Beautiful place. Oh, I romanticized everything about it. Yeah. I don't think I was conceived till about 10 years later, but still. I was on 10 pounds a day, and I remember at the time, Interlaken's not an easy place to live on 10 pounds a day, let me tell you, even back in 1987.
I think anywhere in Switzerland is kind of...
You're right. I did the same year, and I think I slept on the train station in case anybody recognised me. I was that bum in the corner by Burger King that you were kicking on the way. I used to go into the bars here. The great thing about Switzerland, they have unlimited pretzels, so you order one beer, you can eat for a whole day. Trust me. No, I really did that.
You did survive on it. Good. I think, Hugh, we should call your fellow colleagues up on stage to greet them with a big round of applause. Please welcome Denis Villeneuve, the director of Prisoners, the producer Peter Davis, and the lovely Melissa Leo. All of you want to get the movie going, but it's so great to have you here. We just want to talk about it briefly. You know, moving onwards from an award ceremony that was great, but I mean, this movie really, you know, took me and it made me think for hours and hours and weeks after I saw it, because it's such a horrifying story, and the way that it's being told and the way that it's being filmed is just amazing, and I know that you are going to be blown away. First of all, Kira, what I would like to know is, you know, because it's such a horrifying story, especially for a parent, you are in charge of keeping everyone happy on set. How do you keep someone happy on set if the story of the movie is so dreadful?
Well, it was actually, ironically, a pretty light set, and you know, I think you keep people happy like you would in your own life, and if you treat the fellow actors and people like your family, usually they're happy, and that's what we tried to do on this. But it is a heavy movie, and it was intense, and I think it took a special tone and a special sort of set of skills to keep all that. And I wouldn't say I had those skills, but I would say Denis in spades has those skills. So we were very, very lucky to have them at the start of it.
I mean, Hugh,
She also knows the secret. Sorry, she knows the secret, particularly for actors. She bakes and cooks and brings muffins and baked cookies every day. Very simple. Don't tell anyone. You just make your bed.
that's the easiest way to keep everyone happy on the crew. Denis, I mean, Hugh has, you know, said it. You did an amazing job. Kira has said it as well. You know, to choose a project like that to be your first English-speaking movie, what attracted you to the story, and why did you say this is something that I want to create? This is something
I was afraid it would be like only English because it's quite okay. The truth it's a big setup tonight, but it's a comedy. No, the thing is, it's just the part. So it was and it is a powerful screenplay. As you can see, it's quite tense, but at the same time, it says things about our world today that I thought were sadly accurate, and I just fell in love with it deeply. So much that I was ready to go on this adventure with the. But I was lucky because I had such a great film crew and a fantastic cast. So.
And it looks really great. I mean, the mood and the vibe of the movie, it's so dark and, you know, frustrating and foggy. I mean, how long did it take you to actually find the right location, and how did you create that vibe on the set? I mean, was it all, I mean, is that place that frustrating where you filmed that, or is it?
No, the thing is that to give a brief answer, because it's a long film, it's just we choose a specific place of the United States where in winter it's like a never-ending Thanksgiving with a lot of clouds, very rainy. It was an atmosphere, yeah. No, we work a lot, and then the movie owed a lot to Roger Deakins, great cinematographer that made a lot of images.
And Melissa, you are just amazing once again. I mean, all the movies that I've seen with you, you just blow me away. I mean, the fighter is amazing, and this time, I mean, if you look at this now, you're going to see up on the big screen, there's a huge difference because Holly Jones is kind of a strange person.
Well, a huge difference is a very good word, because I did ask Renee April, Denis' wonderful costume designer, if she could build for me, please, a little bit bigger bottom. So she did, out of foam rubber. So it was a huge help, yes.
So how long, I mean, how did you go about creating that character? What was important for you to actually
Well, it
have
sounds
that?
a little funny, but the bottom really helped. It gave me a way that I walked, that was very shuffly in my feet. You'll see in the movie, I think. And when I walked with a shuffly way, I spoke with a lower voice, and it made Denis really happy, so I figured I was on the right track.
As far as I know, I think that at first you were not really happy about doing the movie. Why?
Well, I won't say anything about that. I'll let the audience watch the film and see perhaps they can figure out for themselves by the end why I wasn't so interested in joining at first. But Denis totally won me over at a lovely lunch at the Bowery Hotel in New York, and he really is a sweetheart. It might just be a put-on he does for all of us, I'm not sure, but he's really good at it.
Good that you joined the cast. Hugh, last but not least, what would you say is more difficult, the physicality of a role like Wolverine, or the psychological side of a character like Kaladova to play? Preparation.
I think, well, when you see the film, I think I would say Kaladova and a film like this is an emotional intensity and a psychological depth which is challenging, but I never see my roles in that way. I don't say, oh, this is just an action movie or this is just a drama. Our job as an actor is to bring all our characters to life, and in whichever way the film needs you to be. And for Wolverine, I know he's got claws and ridiculous hair, and he can heal himself, and there's not a lot of people on the planet who can do that, but it's sort of, I feel our job to make it human. And actually, when you work with great actors and a great director, even when you see Tonight, our job is to make the characters understandable, and so, short answer is Kaladova, yep. But no one's watching anything but the prosthetic bottom now, I'm sorry, now that you mentioned it. They're waiting, when's the bum? When's the bottom? Come on.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, please give a big round of applause for our guests tonight.